just got back to my desk. Thank you for the follow. Hi, gamers! Welcome in! How are we doing? How is everyone? Hope everyone's doing good. So, I think that I have been consumed by Ace Attorney. Just a bit. I cannot stop thinking about it. And it's becoming a problem. I got a couple little canvases today to add to my stockpile of thousands of art canvases. And I looked at these two little ones and I go, you know what would be really cute? If I painted a little Apollo Justice on this one, and a little Clavier Gavin on this one, and then stuck them on my wall side by side, like little chibi little art pieces. And I'm like, man, why is that my first thought? Well, let's have fun into it. There's been a murder. Apollo just witnessed a man dying before him, as one does. Oh, sheesh. June 7th, backstage hallway. Oh my god. You are new. Oh, well, what kind of voice do I give this guy? Okay. The venue's locked down. We took names and addresses before letting the crowd go. Good work, Darian. I'll let you know if I find out anything about the victim. Later. Alright. It's investigation time, then. Ja, Fraulein Detective. I don't need some rockin' rollin' prosecutor to tell me that. One request I must make. Tell no one, on staff or otherwise, anything of this. Ooh, a gag order. No word gets out other than that Mr. Letouce is dead. No word of the cause of death or of the murder. Tell no one, not even Lamiroir. I was gonna look up how to pronounce her name, but I totally forgot to do that. I'll do that now, actually. How to pronounce Lamiroir. Lamiroir? Lamiroir. Okay, I think I got it. Lamiroir. It's like French or something. Okay. And not even her. We must keep everything under wraps. Oh, one other thing. I'll need your signature on this, air forehead. Yours too, Fraulein. On that? An investigation request? Why just us? You two are civilians. It's standard procedure. That should be okay to sign, I think. Prosecutor Gavin's investigation request signed with great reluctance. Information concerning the crime to be restricted to police and related parties. To ensure the efficiency and secrecy of our investigation, the bearer is hereby ordered to speak to no one outside the investigation concerning any details of the case. The district police chief. Very interesting, very interesting. Got our lyric sheet. The guitar serenade, oh yeah. Lamiroir. Right, well, get started with the investigation. I'm on it already. Inventive for you. Huh? Me? Try not to get in the Fräulein Detective's way. She's in a foul mood today. Gee, I wonder why. We were all questioned as witnesses. And now none of us can go home. We'll investigate, alright? Our way. Okay, Apollo. Alright, sweetie. Somehow I don't see us getting back to that crime scene anytime soon. I still can't believe I was there when it happened. I watched a man die right before my eyes. Not an experience I care to repeat anytime soon. This is no time for navel gazing. Navel, yeah. Let's crack this case. I worry about Trucy. She seems to have a very loose idea of what it means to be an attorney. I wonder why. It's almost... yeah, I was gonna say... Of course, that's not surprising, considering who her father is. I love how, like, aware Apollo is. Whoa! Oh my god!
Call emergency services or someone you trust.
What? No! What? No, Siri, no! No, stop! What did I say that picked her up? Anyway, I was just saying, it's funny that Apollo's the only one who realizes that investigating is not the attorney's job. Of course, that's not surprising considering who her father is. Something the matter? No, let's get cracking. Oh yeah. I'm the only one who was there. The only one who heard Mr. Latus's last words. The witness is Siren. First order of business is to find out what he meant by siren. Why? What's up with these? What's up? Why do witnesses gotta be... not witnesses. Victims gotta be, like, super cryptic and stuff on their deathbed. Like, I get he didn't know who killed them. That's fair. That's fair to not be like, oh, it was this person. Oh, it was this person. But it's another to just be like, the witness is Siren. Like, what? Just say who the witness is. Who is in the room. First order of business is to find out what he meant by siren. Alright, let's examine, because we haven't examined this yet. I was trying to, like, speed a bit along. A concert poster for the Guilty as Charged tour. That's an awesome name for their tour. Yeah, I love that name! Guilty as Charged. It's good. Like, that's a good one. Seems kind of negative to me. Well, why don't we do the opposite? Magician Trucy presents the Innocent as Charged tour. It kind of loses its impact, doesn't it? Looks like an instrument case. A big instrument case. There's a great magic trick you can do with one of these. Huh? What kind? The miraculous beautiful girl escapes the case illusion. Wow, that's crazy. So it's the girl who's miraculous, not the escape? So picky. I'm thirsty, Apollo. Want something to drink? How about this one? A Steel Samurai soda. Now in real steel flavor. Huh? Here, my treat. Aw. Hey, this isn't enough change. The machines outside are cheaper. This one is highway robbery. That's the Blue Badger, the police mascot. Does the Blue Badger have something to do with the band? Well, yeah. The Blue Badger is the Gaviner's mascot, too. Oh, of course he is. Huh, go figure. I hear those things fly off the shelves. I'll have to take a closer look at one someday. No, Apollo, don't. No, not again, Apollo, no. What's that? It looks like some kind of future phone. It looks like a microphone. What? Not a phone, a transceiver. It's called a headset. What's a headset doing on the floor? Wait, do you think Mr. Latus might have been wearing it? Like one of those bodyguards? I don't think he was wearing one when we first met. The LED on this thing is lit. It must be on. Latus shot during the performance. He died after leaving me with his last words. Oh, wait. Lamiar. Singer lauded as the siren of the ballad from the tiny country of Virginia. So she's the siren. Lamiar's favorite pianist. He is blind. Machi Tobai. Right. And the Sky, detective obsessed with the scientific investigation, did preliminary research on the case. And then Claudia Gavin, star prosecutor and leader vocalist over the rock room, the Gaviners, Juicy Wright, future star magician, and Phoenix Wright's daughter, fond of her Mr. Hat Trick, and then Phoenix Wright, who's not been updated. Alright. Love it. That's the Gaviner's dressing room. The crime scene was Lemuar's dressing room. Next door.
Never know where clues might be hiding, Apollo. Let's case this joint.
After you, true CPI. Lemuar's dressing room.
The scene of the crime.
I'm not supposed to go in there.
But aren't we involved?
Aren't we duty bound to investigate? Nope. Sadly, no. Though the situation being what it is, now may be our best chance to do some snooping. Okay, Apollo, okay. Oh, we can go to the stage. Alright, let's go to Lemuar's dressing room. Oh, it's you. I figured you'd come. You have to let us investigate the scene, please.
You're attorneys, no?
Shouldn't you wait until you have a client? Latouche did tell me to ask the witness, the siren. With his dying breath, no less. Doesn't that count?
Glare at me all you want. You get no snacks from me. Please. Think of poor Lemuar.
Well, I suppose you did find the body with me. Great, let's get to it.
Right.
Just try not to touch anything. She's letting us look, and she's not munching her snacks. This bodes well. There are clues here, I can feel it. Leave no hanger unhung, no spot unspotted. Mr. Romain Latouche, was it? He was Lemuar's manager and interpreter, apparently. This was his first time in the country.
So I'm guessing he didn't know many people here?
Doesn't seem likely. Nor can I think of anyone with a motive to murder him. Except for one person, of course.
One person? Who?
Lemuar. No one here might have had a motive, but she's far from...
What are you talking about? Hey, it was Emma's idea.
I said nothing. Always with the snacks.
He's a big man, or was. I don't think even I would win a fight with him.
Which is why whoever it was used a revolver, I'm guessing. We've sent a request to the Borginian embassy for more info on him. Well, you and I know more about the crime than anyone.
You do?
Emma is the kind of person who'd eat grasshoppers as a treat. That's true. It was us who found the body.
What? I guess that's what I missed for watching the concert.
Hey, I wish I was watching the concert. Anything would be better than this. Well, we know the crime took place during the concert. And when we heard the shot and entered the room, the killer was already gone.
What? But that doesn't make sense. You came in when you heard the shot and no one was here? How did they leave the room?
Oh, if the body's still in here. Oh. That window is a little too small, isn't it? Mystery of the disappearing killer. Alright, let's look around. First, the most important thing, this ladder. Huh. Another ladder. Is she gonna yell? Is Trixie gonna yell at me? Is Trixie gonna yell at me? Yep.
Actually, it's technically a step ladder.
I hope they keep the body there throughout the game. Oh my god. They'll just say a bunch of stuff about taking the body out, etc., but for us it's still there. Well, hello, Miss Fancy Pants. Please forgive my lack of ladder discrimination. Yeah, Cherusi. I'm less worried about the stepladder and more worried about why it's there. Why is the ladder there? Well, climb, right? To reach something on the ceiling?
I still say it's a step ladder.
You're just like your father, Trucy. You're just like your father.
Are these bullet holes?
Looks like it. There are 2 here in the wall. From the look of it, the victim was shot once in the shoulder. The first shot must have missed.
But there are 2 holes. Wouldn't that mean 2 misses?
The murder weapon is a .45 caliber revolver. It's very powerful. I believe what we're seeing here is the mark left by the second bullet after it passed through his shoulder.
Ouch. Sounds painful.
No kidding. I wonder about this murder weapon. That speaker was blaring at the time of the murder. That's for That's for monitoring the stage from this room.
Monitoring?
It pipes in a real-time feed from the stage microphones. Useful for knowing when your set is coming up. Yeah, I seem to recall it being loud and vaguely musical. It made it hard to hear Mr. Latusse's last words.
Apollo! Look at that thing, it's huge! That's a TV!
Yeah, wide flat screen TV. I want one of those. You'll be wanting for a long time on your salary, Junior. Okay, Emma, call me poor. Wait till you're as famous as Mr. Wright was. Then dream, Mr. Wright is also poor.
I don't think Daddy was ever rich, even when he was in law.
Great, just stomp on my dreams, why don't ya? There's another Gaviner's poster here. I'm just about sick of seeing those personally. Maybe I'll tear it down. No tampering with the crime scene, Emma. Maybe there's something else I can tear to shreds.
Don't look at me.
What's this poster?
Let's see. This summer, a Legal Eagles production of Case Closed. Looks like a poster for a different show.
One I wouldn't mind seeing real soon. We got some fruits.
Ooh, Apollo, can I eat some of those, please?
Are they plastic? Absolutely not.
I know, but still, I yearn.
Look, you're not the only one eyeing that fruit there.
Well, then what are we waiting for? Let's eat.
Right. Whoa, stop it. Are you too crazy? Emma, you of all people should know better. But she tempted me. She's a temptress. Please grow up. I thought they were gonna be fake.
Ooh, what a pretty brooch. Oh, Emma.
You're not gonna say, can I have it, please, are you?
Oh.
Look, you may be a cute little girl of 15, but that doesn't get you any special treatment with me. Oh, it's not healthy to envy the young, Emma. It's not about envy, it's about tampering with evidence. Note to self, Emma lacks a sense of humor, use caution. You need to learn to respect your elders a little. Something seems so familiar about that brooch. Found at the crime scene, seems vaguely familiar. Let's look at it. A sort of pin fastener for attaching things to clothes. Not a safety pin type though.
So if it's not a safety pin... She's 25, actually. Get it right. So, if it's not a safety pin, is it a danger pin?
I suppose if you stuck it in your eye, then yeah, sure. But you could do with that, but you could do that with a safety pin too, for that matter.
Thanks for taking the fun out of my danger pin.
Aw, you're driving a danger pin through my heart here. Oops. Don't mind me. Trucy's still after that brooch, clearly. No way. If you want one that bad, get your daddy to buy it for you.
Daddy always says, Trucy, if you want something, go find or borrow it. Oh, and When in doubt, beg.
Leave it to Mr. Wright. I should be concerned about Trucy's future, but I'm more concerned about the owner of that brooch. Alright, anything else? Maybe over here. I'm sure there's more on the others. Oh. Oh, is that where the killer escaped?
What's wrong, Apollo? Mouth is catching flies.
Nothing. It's nothing.
Maybe that's how the killer escaped.
That's what you were thinking, right?
When we arrived on the scene, the killer had already fled. He or she must have had a way out. And that air vent is one possibility. But it's much too small.
Not if the killer were about your size, Trucy. Trucy, did you murder this man?
I didn't do it! I was cutting up the dance floor at the time. Thank you.
I know. Of course I don't think you did it.
It's hard to tell with you sometimes, Apollo.
Hey, what have I done? Alright. Let's check. Oh. Nice.
That's a body, isn't it? Sure is. The victim, no less. Let's take a closer look. Go ahead, Apollo. You first.
Me? No, you should go first, Trucy. Really. You two stop bickering and get over here. She's munching on snackoos again. Hope she's not too annoyed. Oh. He was he was definitely writing something.
Is that blood? Why don't you examine this one, Apollo? You know more about, red stuff than I do. Yep.
Says who? Something is strange about this blood, though. Is that what it looks like? Is there anything else? Really, nothing interesting. Oh. Is he holding something?
Apollo, look at his hand.
He's holding something. Hey, no touching! You can throw all the snacks at me you like, Emma, but sooner or later, you're gonna run out of them.
You raise a good point.
I'm a bit intrigued by this scene. Let's take a look.
See there? He's holding something. What's this?
Oh, a key ring?
You think it might belong to the killer?
Certainly a possibility. What an unusual key ring, and what unusual keys. This could be a vital clue. Mr. Latouche died clutching this. Note the heart-shaped ring. Alright. Is there like... Oh, it's got the Gaviner's logo on it. Uh-oh. Goral. And there's a guitar key. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There are 3 keys on this heart-shaped key ring. This middle key is shaped like a guitar?
I get it. It must be the key to the guitar case.
A guitar case key. I'll bet I know who this belongs to. Interesting. Well, I mean, are we not going to just ignore the fact that that's clearly the Gaviner's logo right there? I'm assuming it's somebody of the band's keys. Somebody. We haven't met all the members of the band yet, I don't think. Anything else? The body was holding a key ring. I wonder what it can mean.
It must mean something.
Doesn't look like the kind Mr. Latouche would use. So the question is, whose key ring is it? Well, you're practically a detective there, Apollo.
Practically.
I'm glad it brings them so much joy to mock me. Alright, we got the gun. This is the murder weapon, isn't it? This revolver? That's right, a big .45 caliber revolver.
Wow. I wonder who brought this in here. I thought only police were allowed to have one of those.
Why are you giving me that look? I didn't do it! I didn't... I can't believe Emma and Trucy teamed up to murder this guy. Listen, I was out in the hall eating snackoos when it happened. I know! No one here thinks you did it, Emma. It's hard to tell with you sometimes, Apollo. Hey, what have I done?
Wait, if the killer brought a revolver, it must mean they had planned this from the start.
Emma, you hate Gavin, not gonna lie, that's pretty sus. I think she did it. Oh my god, she did it and she's framing him. That's so crazy. A murder weapon, a deadly high caliber revolver. Awesome. Yeah, let's stick our face right there. Yikes, don't point that thing at me.
Don't worry, I'm an old hand with firearms. I have one that shoots bullets.
I don't want it shooting any bullets, thank you.
Not those bullets, silly. The gun shoots bullets. The magic cat.
A cat comes out of a gun?
I can tell by your expression you never heard of that trick. It's a great one.
Honestly, that one sounds halfway interesting. The middle of the weapon is a revolving chamber. That's where you load the bullets. A revolver, see?
Revolver. Sounds a bit like Wonder Bar. Especially if you say it really fast.
I guess?
You know what I always used to think? I used to think the closest sound to Wonder Bar was one liver. There's just so many words in the world, Apollo. Isn't it amazing?
She's just rambling. Honestly, I feel that, Trucy. I also just make weird connections like that. So many different words, so many different people. People like Trucy. Trucy's awesome. I get her on a spiritual level. I understand her. What an amazing bouquet. I mean, it's giant. I'm not sure I approve.
It'd be better if this flower was a bit more... Oh. Eek! The flower fell off!
What happened to preserving the crime scene, Emma? It's fine. I'll just put it back, see? How scientific. Seeing these mirrors lined up like that makes me think I'm really in a dressing room. You are in a dressing room. This must be makeup. I've never heard of most of these brands. Maybe they're Borginian?
All I know is they sure don't make for much of a clue.
Okay, fine, Trucy. Jeez, I was just looking. This is one of those, things, right? At the barber's? A permanent dryer. Want me to curl those bangs of yours? Oh my god, please? Please curl his bangs, please. No thanks. No, please. That'd be so cute.
Better not mess with his hair, Emma. It's part of his identity, you know?
Thanks, Trucy. Trucy's the best. Look at all these presents Lemoir sure is popular.
Ooh, I wonder what's inside. We can't open them, can we?
Probably not a good idea. You never know what you might find in one of those boxes. Bombs, razors, ransom notes. It could be anything. I'm never having a birthday party again. Oh, oh, Trucy.
Look, there's a little window over here. Maybe the killer escaped through that.
It's barely big enough for me to get my head through. Well, you got a big head, Apollo. You're an outlier. Not to mention, it only opens a crack.
What? I was just saying it's possible.
Right. No harm in that. Except I'm pretty sure it is impossible. You could peek into the room through it, though, you know. I'm sure that's gonna be important. Alright, is that everything? Oh, the revolver again? 45 caliber revolver. Very deadly.
You know, Apollo, I was wondering, what's a caliber and what does the 45 mean?
Huh?
You want me to tell you? It's the size of the barrel. Simply put, the larger the caliber, the bigger the round. The bullet, in other words. Bigger bullets do more damage. Wow. Chalk one up for forensic science. You know it. But it's not 45 inches, right? That'd be too big. What's the unit of measurement they use, Miss Science? Well... Hush! Kids shouldn't ask so many questions. That was very informative, Emma. Alright. You got anything to say about any of these? Sorry, can't comment on anything that's scientifically relevant. I am a forensic scientist after all. A self-styled one, at least. So this is the murder weapon? This revolver is incredibly heavy. It's been fired twice. You can still smell the gunpowder. That's odd. What's odd? Oh, nothing. Hey, no fair! Tell us! It's just something about this revolver seems strange. Strange? Anything about the brooch? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Anything about this? I didn't think so. Anything about these? And finally, just for fun, what about my attorney's badge? You always carry that around, don't you? Just like Mr. Wright. Huh? It's good to never let yourself forget who you are. I'm proud of you. Keep up the good work. Come to think of it, why do I carry this around? No, I suppose that's one compliment. It's got me. Alright, you got anything else to say? Oh, about the murder weapon. Good. What do you think about this revolver? Well, it's pretty big and heavy. That's right. It's a .45 caliber. That makes it one of the deadliest revolvers around. Even the police don't carry guns this big. Really? Yeah, it doesn't make sense. You don't need so much power to kill at such close range. It's overkill. I'm not sure I see the problem. I mean, whenever I go out to eat curry, I order it extra spicy just to be sure it's spicy. Okay, Trissy. Of course, I can only ever eat 1 or 2 bites. And that's not a problem? There's another thing about a gun this big. It puts a lot of strain on the shooter. Strain? Yeah, say if you were to fire this revolver, the recoil would probably dislocate your shoulder. Oh. Alright, let's round up everyone, see who's got an injured shoulder. Ouch! It's like the shooter's a victim too. If the killer used this revolver, and quite well, enough to shoot it twice. I'm guessing whoever did it was used to shooting. Used to shooting a high caliber weapon? Well, that's about it. I think we've looked at just about everything there is. I guess you're right. I know how you're feeling. It is hard to know when to stop. But anything more involved has to wait until the squad gets here. Ugh, I suppose. I'll go report the evidence. Sorry, but could you wait here till I get back? No! Honestly, we should not be waiting here. This is a active crime scene. Huh? Oh, actually, we have to... Great, thanks. We are civilians? We don't even have a client yet? So we have no right to be here. What do we do, Apollo? She told us to wait. Great, now how am I supposed to investigate? Oh well, I guess it can't be helped. Let's go. Trussy's awesome. Huh? Go? Oh, wait, I just realized what's so... about the brooch. It looks kind of like Trussy's brooch. Trucy? Trucy? You didn't kill anyone, right? Oh. I was like, it says that it seems strangely familiar. I'm like, why? Why does it seem strangely familiar? Have we seen it on someone before? And then I realized we have. It looks very similar to that brooch she has right there on her little cape. Uh-oh. Huh? Go? Time's a wasting, Apollo. We've got a lot of ground to cover.
Well, that's true, but on second thought, why not? I'm sure everything will be fine. Yeah.
Of course it will. Let's go.
I have a feeling this is gonna backfire horribly. Whoa! Ah! Who's there? What was that? What was that? We didn't just imagine that, did we? He was wearing a silk hat. Friend of yours?
Hardly.
Whoever that was, he sure looks suspicious. Oh my gosh. We got jump scared by the man in the yellow hat. Alright, let's go to the governor's dressing room. Now that we got Trucy, we'll do the stage last, because it's new.
Huh, looks like nobody's here.
Prosecutor Gavin's probably busy with the case too. No rest for the wicked.
No rest for us either, Apollo.
Nah, strange man didn't get added to the court record. Dang.
Let's get rockin'. Rock.
Alright. Someone drew the governor's mark and lipstick here.
Lipstick? I'd like to wear lipstick someday.
Oh? You don't use lipstick yet, Tracy?
Daddy won't let me. Not until I learn to play piano, he says.
You'll be waiting a long time then, I'm afraid.
Ooh, a cruiser guitar. They sold us to commemorate 5 years of the band.
Rocking it hard under the speed limit.
There's a cruiser bass, and a cruiser drum set, and a cruiser keyboard. Even a cruiser whistle.
I'm not so sure about that last one.
It's for blowing the whistle on criminals.
I don't think that requires an actual whistle, Trucy.
Look, it's a postcard of La Miroir. La Miroir.
What are these letters at the bottom? I've never seen these before. It's a different language, Apollo.
It must be her native tongue, Virginian.
Virginian, huh? Postcard added to the court record. La Miroir's own publicity postcard. Awesome. Wonder if we'll get it translated eventually. Those are some pretty heavy-duty gloves. Maybe they have to carry around hot pots or something?
They are a little thick. I couldn't even stuff a pigeon in those.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Crazy. The police uniform hangs on the stand here.
Ooh, I want to try it on. Nothing to see here. Move along.
It's okay. You don't have to go that far to be special. I mean, you're not exactly the type who's just another face in the crowd.
Really? You think so?
I guess you're right. Now I feel like a meanie for making that insinuation. What's a police recruitment poster doing here? Rock on with the police. Ugh. Maybe they're trying to trick kids into thinking the police are some kind of... Wait, that's a good joke. That's a good joke. That's funny. That joke has layers. Maybe they're trying to trick the kids into thinking the police are some kind of band. But that's... That's funny. They doubled down. But that's just silly. Who'd name a band the Police? That's so funny. That's a good one.
That guitar! That's the legendary AA400, the Red Badger.
I thought rock was supposed to be rebellious, not civic.
Every aspiring guitarist wants one of these. They even paint their own guitars to look like it.
The fickleness of youth.
You should dye your hair badger red, too.
I like my hair the way it is. Thank you very much.
Ugh, the stubbornness of age.
That speaker looks familiar.
Oh?
Yeah, like the one for the PA system back in school.
Oh, we have one of those in my classroom too.
Do you ever go to school? That's right, she's still in junior high. I feel old. I got that, Apollo. I feel that too. This place is decorated like a high school dance. Though I think our decorations were paper, not chains.
The Gaviners are into chains.
Oh, are they?
It's part of their image.
Huh, no kidding.
Ever since they used chains on the cover art for Gonna Luck You Up.
They're really into the whole police thing, aren't they?
It'd be cooler if they turned that red light on. They don't have to turn on the red light.
And oh. Why is that plastic bowl of stew sitting there?
Maybe they use it for interrogating bad guys? Fess up to what you did and we'll let you eat that stew.
That's just mean.
It gets worse. See if the bad guy confesses, they say. Okay, eat it. If you can. See, it's made of plastic. It's like you don't know which ones are the real bad guys.
I think you need to take a deep breath, Trucy. Alright. Alright, let's go to the stage. Let's go to the stage. In the wings. Oh. What is it with today? Problem after problem. Achtung. You ain't kidding.
It's the two leading members of the Gaviners, Apollo. You think I can get their autograph?
Trucy.
Clavier on vocals and Darian on guitar. They're so cool.
I have a hard time thinking of Clavier as anything but a prosecutor, honestly. Okay, Apollo. Huh?
What are they arguing about?
Probably the case, I'd bet. My hog won't start. My guitar case is busted. My guitar's been burnt to a crisp, and to top it all off, someone's dead. And then there was that performance just now. What was that all about? Hey man, don't blame me. You were the one who missed the cue. Me? Miss a cue? How could I conceivably get the most important part of that song wrong? How? And what was that all that tinny playing of yours? Who you calling tinny?
Sounds like they're having a spat. One of those differences in musical direction bands are always splitting up over.
This is hardly the time. What are you two doing here? Hi, how you doing? You come here often? Oh. That animation was so cute. What the heck? I loved that. That was awesome. We were just discussing the investigation, if you don't mind. Sorry. Wait. You were what? Listen. You need to confirm that with the Republic of Virginia, Detective Crescend. Right. Anything else? What did you just call him? Detective? Greetings. Oh my god! Why is his hair like that? Oh my god. It's wild. Darian Crescend, Criminal Affairs Division 3. Hello? Criminal Affairs?
Apollo, you really don't know anything about the Gaviners, do you?
I'm never insulting Phoenix's hair again. Something tells me that's about to be remedied. Oh, hey. Hey, how's it going? About the crime. Which crime do you mean? There was more than one? The murder! What else? Oh, that. For me, today has been a hit parade of crimes, you see.
Prosecutor Gavin was singing the blues earlier, wasn't he? Something about his hog and his guitar case?
Anyway, I'm afraid you know more about the killing of Mr. Latouche than I do. For now, at least. Huh? You were the one who found the body, yeah? While we were in the middle of a performance, no less.
Aren't you going to examine the crime scene, Prosecutor Gavin?
I'll leave that to Fräulein Detective. Wouldn't want to step on her toes.
They're not exactly best buddies, are they? Emma and Prosecutor Gavin, I mean.
Well, what to do next? I've already checked out the scene. Prosecutor Gavin may be right. You might be the most informed for once.
Maybe Prosecutor Gavin can shed some light on things we found. I don't believe you, Apollo. How can you come to this concert and not know about the Gaviners?
It's not surprising. That... It's not surprising. Why, even our ancestors knew nothing of America's existence once. I know America exists. Proud of you, Apollo. So proud. Good one, Apollo. Nice.
The Gaviners aren't just the average rock band, Apollo. Each member is connected to the police somehow.
Oh, is the police?
The real police. By day, they pack heat, but by night, they heat up the stage. By those lips interrogate, by night, they sing songs of unrequited passion.
Okay.
They debuted seven years ago with 13 years hard time for love.
7 years ago, huh? When he was 17? Okay.
They came Love with No Chance of Parole and My...
No. Just a moment.
My boyfriend is the prosecution's witness?
Didn't we establish earlier there is no women in this band? I'm getting very, Alright, okay. Darian Crescend, guitarist for the Gaviners. His day job is as a detective in Criminal Affairs Division 3, age 24. Okay, nice one. Alright. You know what? Pop off, Kings, pop off.
The list of hits goes on and on.
This here's my right-hand man, Darian Crescend. I make the melodies and he attacks them with his guitar. He's a bit of a rogue, really. And this guy's a bit of a perfectionist. When a performance goes the least bit wrong, he goes into this funk, just like today. I'd hope murder would be a bit more off-putting than a ruined concert. The concert today, a disaster. I'll get to the bottom of this, and then we'll see who's Mr. Q.
Miss Q. They were arguing about that before.
Great.
I love nothing more than
questioning tormented artists.
What's this Miss Q you keep talking about?
You heard it, didn't you? From the audience?
Actually I didn't notice anything.
See? No amateur's going to pick up on that. Can you guarantee an entire audience of amateurs? No. Now take a listen to this.
What's that?
A mixing board. We used to record our concert tonight. Aren't we supposed to be investigating a murder?
Well, we've come this far. Might as well go all the way. I've always wanted to learn about the recording industry.
Alright. Guilty love. This is but one of the devices used in recordings. Okay. They're a 5-part band. This lets us record each member's performance separately. You use the sliders to adjust the volume for each part. Check it out. Alright.
Nice. Wow, neat. So could you say, hear only the drum part?
Of course. That's how we'll find the criminal guilty of missing his cue tonight. I'm more concerned with the other criminal, the one who kills people. You want to help on the case? Then help me with mine. I guess rock and roll comes before prosecuting. Let's begin. First, we bring up the part of the performance in question. You simply choose the section of the song you wish to hear on the uppermost bar, like so. Alright. There it is. Now listen. Okay.
Was something wrong?
You couldn't hear it? Listen closely again. Okay.
The timing's a little off, isn't it?
You see? There! Right at the most important part. And even an amateur can hear it. An amateur with a mixing board, maybe. You're missing the point. They'll never stamp out crime until they're perfect. Perfect! Here he goes again. Right, Herr Amateur, you will prove my point. Huh? Me? You will find the miscue. You will tell us which instrument, which part, is the guilty part. But how? Did I not just explain it? Move the sliders with LS and LS to adjust the volume for each part. Then you will find the part that hopelessly bungles the cue with LS and LS. You'll find it with your untrained amateur ears.
Nothing to do but try, Apollo.
I guess. I'll admit, this looks kind of fun. First, a quick review. Yeah, alright. Jump to another section of the song with LB and RB. And use the left stick to switch between parts, right? Got it. Once you've found the guilty party, press Y to point it out. It's time to rock. Okay. Oh no. Alright. Alright. Sounds like 2. I don't know like anything about music at all. He like stumbles for a bit. I'm guessing 2? Let's listen to 3. Sounded okay. We'll hear 2. Yeah, 2 sounds off. We'll listen to it compared to the rest. Alright. 4 sounds okay, I guess. Five sounds good too. Let me hear 2 again. Against the metronome. Yeah, it's definitely 2. It's 2. It's off with the, it's not on beat with the metronome. So, this one? This part is off. Which is that? Second guitar? Oh my god, we got it! We got it! Wait, that was actually kind of awesome. I was kind of like dreading that as they were explaining it. I was like, oh god, I don't know like anything about it. That metronome was very helpful though. Was it you? Was it you? It was you, Darian! Yeah, I had a feeling. Hearing it a second time definitely cemented it to my ears. Yeah, I'm like, it sounds off, like they're missing a beat or 2. And then I listened to it again, I'm like, oh yeah, there it is. It's off beat with the metronome. It was you, Darian. Oh well, looks like the cat's out of the bag. Ah well, that's all you have to say. What kind of attitude lets killers walk that kind of attitude lets killers walk free, Darian. There they go again. Maybe it wasn't such a good idea to ask about the concert. Starting to feel like we're just wasting time. It's all experience under our belts. That can't be bad. Allows music to be played in separate tracks. Oh god, are we gonna have to do that more? I still can't get over the title for that song. Oh my god, that's so awesome. Are we gonna get like more music? It's gonna Guilty Love. Let's I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab a drink. Boo! Ah, Clavier Gavin jump scare. Alright, let's examine.
What a big stage. It's on a whole other scale than the Wonder Bar.
The lights were so bright I couldn't see the whole thing, or the whole first part of the concert.
I'd love to do my act on a stage like this someday.
I will say though, what if there was a reason a key was out of place? Like maybe Darian noticed something and as he did, he got it wrong. Either that or it's a cue for the real killer. Ooh, that's actually smart. What? Yeah. Oh, I'm guarantee 100% there's a reason Darian missed his cue, and I'm sure it's a big thing. I'm sure there's a reason he missed his cue. Just hold back on the lights for my eyes' sake, please.
You'll be too blinded by my magic to worry about lights.
You probably don't want to blind the audience if you plan on showing them magic. No, that's a big instrument case.
That's a case for a contrabass, I think.
You could fit 20 violins in there, I bet.
It may look like a violin, but it's a completely different instrument.
You could fit 5 truces in there, I bet.
Hey, are you comparing me to an instrument? I wonder who left it open, sitting open like that. Wow, that piano looks much bigger close up. Machi played so beautifully.
Yeah, like a real pianist.
That's just silly, Apollo. How can you call someone as good as Machi a pianist? Why, that's like throwing him in the same class as Daddy.
Good thing Mr. Wright didn't hear that one. Look at all these electronic devices. I'm guessing they have something to do with the sound.
Well, I guess when we can fiddle. Let's see here. Don't touch that. A healthy curiosity is the key to a good investigation. When in doubt, a fiddle. That's what Daddy always says.
They should require parental testing, clearly. Look! A ladder! I guess they need one to work on the lights and such.
Why don't they use a step ladder? I prefer step ladders, really.
That's so wrong. Oh my gosh, she's just like your dad. Not wrong, just... Well, why do you prefer step ladders?
They're so much more flexible than plain old ladders.
I prefer my ladders rigid and stable, thank you. Alright. Hi boo. This is my attorney's badge. Here, forehead. Yeah? Understands that I am not Prosecutor Gavin, no. I am lead vocal of the Gaviners. That badge sings a different song, on a different stage. Right. I wish I had an alter ego to hide behind sometimes. I wrote these lyrics, you know. So it was L'Amour who gave them life.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Maybe I should try to write some lyrics someday. Sorry, but I'm not in the mood to talk about such right now. Even I can only take so much in one day. Funny, I always thought of Prosecutor as Gavin as one of those cool stoic types. The sort that never complains. How wrong I was. I was wondering if you knew anything about this. Yeah, which member of your band does it belong to? Does it look familiar? Familiar? It's mine. That's my keyring. Oh, I bet it was. I bet it is. I bet it is yours. Clavier, Gavin. I mean, who would be able to tell, really? I mean, there's like no indication that it belongs to you at all. I've been looking all over for it.
What? This is yours, Mr. Gavin?
I knew it.
Apollo! How can you make that I knew it face? This is the keyring that was...
Yeah, I know. Thanks anyway. So, where did you find it? Actually, the victim was holding it. Like he was trying to keep it from the killer, even if it meant his life. What? The victim? You mean Mr. Latouche had my keys? Indeed. When will my trials be over?
Speaking of trials, I've never heard Mr. Gavin whine in court like he has been today. He's a big whiny baby.
Emma was right about the fob, I'll give her that.
Apollo! Mr. Gavin, maybe we can help. Tell us about your troubles today. Sit down. Have a chat.
I really don't think that's...
Tell us, and we'll keep mum about the keyring for now.
Are you blackmailing me, Fräulein? Yeah. You were saying something about your motorcycle not starting?
And something about your guitar case being busted.
You're well informed.
You mentioned it a few times.
It all happens this morning. It's all this keyring's fault. The keyring? It's got all my keys on it, yeah? My bike key, my car key, and the key to my guitar case.
Wait, so this keyring...
It disappeared. I thought I put it in my jacket pocket. Prosecutor Gavin's keyring disappeared? I had to come to the concert by taxi. How embarrassing. And in order to get my guitar out, I had to break the lock. Wait, this guitar wasn't the one that... The very one. Up in flames. Ooh, interesting. And right on stage, too. Ooh. That's actually really interesting.
I actually thought that was part of the show.
Crazy. And to top it off, Mr. Latouche's life was taken. Nobody told me about days like these. Strange days indeed. You think. What's wrong, Jersey?
Well, I was just trying to make sense of everything. First, this heart-shaped keyring gets stolen. Then a very expensive guitar flares up on stage. Then Mr. Latouche dies?
Yes, and?
Could it all really be just a coincidence?
Coincidence? Meaning? Darren, could you make any sense of all this? Hey, don't look at me.
What do you think, Apollo?
Huh?
I mean, either Mr. Gavin's having a really bad day, or all this was planned.
I'm thinking what I think you're thinking. Are you, Fräulein?
I am.
What? What? Hey, don't leave me in the dark with Spike here. The name's Apollo? But yeah, I agree. Don't leave us in the dark. What are you talking about? You can say that out loud, Apollo. You can ask them out loud.
Haven't you noticed that connection, Apollo? A curious connection between all of Mr. Gavin's troubles today?
Well, sure. You know, something was bugging me too. That keyring and the guitar in the body.
Slow down there, Polly. You look a wee bit dizzy.
He's bluffing. He hasn't figured it out. Shut up! Shut up! You don't know! Fess up, if you're a man, you're as clueless as I am. Huh? No. Give her forehead a chance. Let's see your evidence of the connection, shall we? Evidence? Better think of something pronto.
Come on. Let's see it.
Uh-oh. Oh, dear.
What's the connection between all of Mr. Gavin's troubles?
Oh, wait. Oh, the song! On that night in your embrace, when you stole away the keys, there's the keys my heart held on to so tight, Pleasure, pleasure, but a fleeting melody wraps itself around me, and now I fly. And now through the air I fly. Burning on in my heart, fire. Burn my love away, all away, like a bullet of love, fire. Take my life away, all away. It's the lyrics to his song.
Take that!
It's this, isn't it? A lyric sheet? Is a guitar serenade? What's that got to do with anything? It has everything to do with everything. So I wouldn't have believed it if Fraulein hadn't pointed it out. What are you talking about, man? Enough with the riddles. Maybe it is a coincidence, or perhaps it means something. Don't you think, Fraulein?
I do. Everything that's happened to Mr. Gavin today is predicted in the lyrics to this song.
What? No way.
Look, just think about everything that's happened to Mr. Gavin. Let's list them in the order that they occurred while reading this lyric sheet.
First, the keyring was stolen.
And not just any keyring, a heart-shaped keyring.
That's right here. When you stole away the keys my heart held onto so tight. This is a heart holding keys.
And next, his guitar burst into flames.
Burning on in my heart, fire, burn my love away.
And then Mr. Latouche was killed.
Like a bullet of love, fire, take my life away. But that's crazy.
Yeah, no kidding.
So everything that happened today, here, this song predicted it all? Or perhaps it was the other way around. Huh? The criminal could have based their crime on the lyrics. It's wild. Yeah, I'm gonna kill a guy today. Why? Oh, because Clavier Gavin wrote about it in his song? But who would go through all that trouble? Someone who moves in mysterious ways, no doubt. I believe you've stumbled upon something quite vital and quite annoying, Fraulein. She looks pleased. Her lyrics predicting the crime? Clavier? Seems a bit more than just a coincidence to me. I have to agree. The keyring, the guitar, and the murder? The keyring might have been dropped by accident. Yes, the victim was holding it. Hard to think that it was unconnected. It's true. Prosecutor Gavin's as calm and collected as ever.
So the criminal matched their actions to the lyrics?
That sounds likely. Why would anyone do that? While we think about that, I'm gonna get cracking on the biggest crime here. I'm gonna talk to the Borginian embassy about this Mr. Latouche. Ah, right. Thanks, Darian. I'll leave the pondering of mysteries to you. I'm outta here. A foreign national, Mr. Latouche, was killed. It seems like that would have been the point of all this. But they did more than that. They left with not only a murder, but a mystery.
Mr. Gavin sure is irritable today.
Maybe this is the real Prosecutor Gavin we don't get to see in the courtroom. I've had enough, frankly. If you find any more mysteries, do me a favor and keep them to yourselves, yeah? Yeah. I guess this is all we're gonna get from Prosecutor Gavin. That leaves Lamuir to a question. Prosecutor Gavin, do you know where Lamuir is now? I had her go to my dressing room. With that pianist, Machito Bai, of course. She seemed rather shocked by Mr. Latouche's sudden passing. The Gaviner's dressing room. Got it. Alright.
Bye, sweetie. See you later.
Is man in the yellow hat going to return? Ah! He did! Who's there? No! No! Come back! There he goes again! Who is that guy? Huh? Trucy?
You know, he did look sort of familiar.
The man in the yellow coat has a brooch, I've just noticed. Oh, does he? Oh. So he is a friend of yours. I wish he would show up longer to get a good look at him. No, that's not it. Sorry, I don't remember. Curiouser and curiouser. Oh, no, sorry. Sorry, don't mind me. Wrong dressing room. Oh my god. Sorry, don't mind me. Ooh. It's heart-shaped, I think. Interesting. Alright, Gaviners. A lot of brooches, a lot of brooches. Ah, Lamirar. Oh. You speak English now? What? What has happened? I heard that Mr. Latouche has died. Lamirar, you speak? I mean, you speak English? Yeah. Yeah, I guess. I was invited here from the Republic of Virginia, but I am not Virginian by birth.
But wasn't Mr. Latouche your interpreter?
Yes, well, it was Mr. Latouche's idea. He thought it would add to the mystery, you see. Then your pianist is also? No, Machi Tobai is Virginian. He does not speak English. No, please tell me, what has happened to Mr. Latouche? Why did he...
Actually, Mr. Latouche was...
Trucy! Huh? Remember what Prosecutor Gavin said? Not a word.
But Mr. Latouche is Lamirar's manager. That's not fair to her. I mean, isn't she a related party?
Precisely who Prosecutor Gavin doesn't want to alert, I'd suspect. All we have been told is to wait here in this room, but it is very unsettling. I'm sorry, we're trying to figure it out ourselves. Do you think I could ask you some questions? Of course. I'm always willing to help. She's as calm as she looked on stage. Can't put my finger on why, but I like this Lamirar. Oh, hey. What is it, Machi? What? But you'd be all alone. What seems to be the problem? Machi, he is not good around strangers. He wishes to go out for a breath of fresh air. Would that be alright? Sure, of course. You might get murdered, though. Watch out. It happens. Very well. What is it you wish to ask me about? Lamirar. The Republic of Virginia. That's in Northern Europe, right?
I've never even heard of it.
I started out singing in a restaurant. Then a producer called me. Before I knew it, here I am.
You don't say. You know, my daddy plays piano in a restaurant.
Producers tend to look for talent, Trucy. Lamirar, you're not from Virginia originally? Were you born here? Well... Oh, is that supposed to be a secret?
Image is everything when you're a star. I know a bit about that, of course.
Yes, it is something like this. A contract, you might say. I'm also not to speak anything but Virginian in public. Image is important, I guess.
She's not all image, though. Her songs are lovely. A real landscape painter in sound.
A painter in what?
She travels the world, turning the sights she sees into music. That's the secret to your music's beauty, right?
You're very perceptive.
Oh, I use your songs all the time in my stage act. I don't have to pay royalties for that, do I?
Stop while you're ahead, Trucy. This landscape painter in sound, too, is an image. Without it, my songs would not be so widely heard.
They even call you the siren of the ballad, right?
Yes, in Virginian, Lamirar means the siren. I fear that perhaps already I am not the siren I once was.
Your pianist Machi, was it? He's cute, like a porcelain doll.
He's very European. I met him while singing in restaurants in Virginia. He is an orphan, yet his playing is exquisite. Soon he came to live with me.
It's like a fairy tale almost.
How old is he? 14. I noticed he hardly leaves your side. Yes, well, he is blind. At first I hesitated at dragging him across the world. He doesn't speak English either, does he? He had never left Virginia before we met. I made his presence part of my contract. She kidnapped him. Machi and I together are La Mirar. Together, always. Aww. Mr. Latouche was my new manager. New? Yes, from 3 months ago. Around when I received Mr. Gavin's invitation to come, I met Mr. Latouche at my office. He was to be my manager and bodyguard. And as it turned out, my interpreter. Interpreter even though you speak English. Yes, but we were to visit more places than just here. We had a concert in Japan scheduled after this one, though I fear that may have to be canceled now.
Was Mr. Latouche from the Republic of Virginia too?
Well, he was only with me for 3 months. I'm afraid there's much I do not know about him. And now I shall never know. No one will even tell me why he has died. I'm sorry. Prosecutor Gavin said we weren't to talk to anyone. Mr. Latouche was a talented man. The siren of the ballad. That phrase was his idea, you know. I'm happy for him that it has become so well known. The siren. That's what he meant. Huh? Apollo? They've only said it like 80 times, Apollo. You're just clicking it now. You are the siren, right, La Mirar? That is the meaning of my name in Virginian, yes. It was the name my producer gave me, but why do you ask? It's very important. I had to know for sure if the siren was you. Oh, what do you mean important? I'll tell you. You deserve to know. Siren. Turns out that's a very important word in this case.
How?
When we found Mr. Latouche, he was still alive. What? I heard him say something. His last words. Mr. Latouche, can you hear me? Witness. Hang in there, Mr. Latouche. Tell me, who was the witness? The witness is Siren.
You said siren? Really?
I was the only one there to hear it, but I'm sure that's what he said. Mr. Latouche said that? Asked the witness? And you're the siren, and you're the siren, La Mirar. Did you see what happened? La Mirar? Might I ask, are you with the police? Well, no, I'm a defense attorney. An attorney? Yet there have been no arrests, yes? Is that a problem? Does an attorney not work for a client? If you have no client, you should leave the investigation to the police, I think. Ooh. But La Mirar, I'm sorry, but I cannot answer your questions. I'm afraid you lack the authority to ask them. Why? She witnessed the crime. Why won't she tell us? I believe we are through here. I believe so. Would you mind taking a look at this, La Mirar? I'm sorry, I'm not sure what to say. I wish I could help you. Don't worry about it. Certainly one of the most pleasant refusals I've had. This is my attorney's badge. Beep, 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 beep. Just trying everything, because why not? Oh, okay. That reminds me. Oh, is it her brooch? Does this brooch look familiar to you? It's probably not her who killed the man, but someone who pretended to be her. Interesting. My brooch. Yes, well, it may be mine. Yours, Lamirar? I was wearing a brooch earlier, you see. I must have lost it.
Well, that explains the brooch we found.
It was Lamirar's. Thank you. I was wondering where I dropped it. So this brooch belongs to her. That begs the question.
Is something wrong, Apollo?
What was this brooch doing at the crime scene? It'd be easy enough for someone to disguise themselves as her. Oh, 100%. Yeah, I didn't think she had anything to say about. Turns out it belongs to Lamirar. Point the gun at her. Pew. Oh, I thought we were gonna have her translate it for us. Alright, let's move. Come on, yellow man. Whoa, who's there now? Oh, it's Emma. Oh, it's you. Where were you? Emma, is something wrong? She looks grumpier than usual. You bet something's wrong. The impossible's happened. Ugh, it's all your fault, you know. Oops. Maybe this is about us leaving the crime scene? What do you mean by impossible? Well, it's gone. Utterly gone. What's gone? The body's stupid. What else? Don't call her stupid. And also, why aren't there actual more detectives here? Huh? Why? Just you. Why aren't other people here watching the crime scene? Mr. Latus's body has disappeared. What? Wild. Prosecutor Gavin. From your vacant stare, I gather you've heard the news. I heard Mr. Latus's body has gone missing. Look for yourself. Yep, he's gone. Quite the pickle. Quite the pickle. How can you just stand there? We have to start the There's no need for alarm, Fräulein Detective. All entrances and exits have been sealed. The body will not leave the building. So I suggest we go find ourselves a cadaver. There will be plenty of time to ponder the vise later.
Well, you seem pretty sure of yourself, Mr. Gavin.
I wish they'd kept the body there and they all react as if it's gone. Oh, we'll find him. I'm rather enjoying this. How could Mr. Latus's body just disappear? Like a magic trick. Trucy, you're looking real suspicious again.
Well, you heard the man. Let's get searching.
Oh, hey, I don't know if this is exactly the right time, but... Yes, Jarian? See, Geeter's gone missing. It was in the dressing room.
Geeter? Who's Geeter?
That's what I call my guitar. You like, man? Your guitar was stolen?
This hasn't been a good day for guitars or Geeters.
Okay, body first, then guitar. And if someone finds that guitar, please bring it to our dressing room. Geeter's like a missing person, not lost and found, man. Alright.
Well, this sure is a... What did he call it? A sausage? No, wait. It was a pickle. And it's your pickle! I told you to stay in the room! Sorry. Not much else I can say. It's alright. Top priority now is finding that body. You can make it up to me later. 10 bags or so of chocolate snackoo should do the trick nicely.
You should watch your sugar intake, Emma. Alright. Is there anything... like any clues left behind? There should be a body here, but there's not. How could this have happened and why? Alright. Keep your eyes out for a guitar. And also a dead body.
Does something seem different to you, Apollo?
Something is definitely different here.
Let's check it out.
This thing?
That stage there must have been lowered before.
That's the tower that Lamar and Prosecutor Gavin were singing on.
Someone must have raised it. I don't see a way to control it from here. Apollo, what about that ladder there against the wall? We could use that to take a look up top.
Maybe we should get Emma.
What are you talking about? We have to see this sort of thing for ourselves.
I'm not so good with heights.
Stop! Stop whining and start climbing.
It didn't look that high from below, really. But when we got to the top, I felt every one of those 15 feet down. Of course, I wasn't thinking about the height anymore. Not after what we found up there. We found two things we were looking for, and one thing we never expected to find. Whoa! Whoa! What is happening? What is this case? What is this case? This is the wildest case. And oh my god! The body, guitar in hand, and the pianist Machi Tobai. Oh my god! Hey, we're back at the offices. Hey. Wow, that concert last night sure went south in a hurry.
No kidding. Why did they arrest Machi? Why? Don't look at me like it's my fault.
Machi Tobai, the blind pianist, arrested on suspicion of murdering Romain Latouche.
I can't believe such a cute little boy would do something so horrible.
I guess they had proof of some kind?
What proof could they possibly...
Mr. Gavin, hey. What you doing? Chilling here in our office. Morning. Prosecutor Gavin? What a night, eh? I apologize for being so upset.
Mr. Gavin, do you know what's going on? Why did they arrest Machi? Why? Don't look at him like it's his fault either.
It was tough for me too. We performed together that night after all, yet... The powers that be say that. Given the circumstances, it could only have been him. What do you mean by the circumstances? Lamiroir was invited from Virginia as an ambassador of goodwill. It is vital that this case be wrapped up swiftly. That's all the powers that we want? That's all the powers that we want, really. Well, those are circumstances, alright. But what makes Machi the only possible suspect? Hair forehead. You seem to have forgotten that you're talking to the prosecution, the enemy. Right. I think I like this side of Prosecutor Gavin better, actually. Okay, Apollo. I'm not at liberty to discuss the particulars of the case. Especially not to the defense attorney. What did you just say? Me? The defense attorney? That's what I came to tell you. He's down at the detention center. He wants to request your services. You mean Machi? Machi wants me?
This is what we've been waiting for, Apollo. Let's get going.
Right. Good luck. I'm off to question Lamiroir. Right. Later. Hope I'm up to this. Alright, let's go. Talk to the kid who doesn't speak English and is also blind. Why is he a murder suspect?
Well, I just don't get it. I refuse to believe a cute little kid like that could do something so terrible.
You said that already.
Machi, everything's gonna be okay. We're here for you.
Maybe you can tell me about last night? Wow, who could have saw this coming? We can't talk to our client. We need an interpreter.
Huh?
Oh. Oh. He looks so scared. That was when I realized how tough it must be. A little kid like this. In a country so far from everything he's ever known. Oh.
Maybe La Miroir can help?
But didn't Prosecutor Gavin say she was with him? Good luck. I'm off to question La Miroir.
Well, what are we gonna do?
That's, a good question. Can't think of anything we can do but go with this. Hope for the best at the trial tomorrow. Aww. 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 Poor kid. A backstage murder. Court is now in session for, how do I say that? Machitobai, Your Honor, the pixie of the arpeggio. Right. His trial? His trial. Court is in session. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is A-OK, Herr Judge. Very well, Prosecutor Gavin. My opening statement, yeah? No, actually, there was something else I wanted to ask you about. Yes. So you're going to visit someone in the hospital with an incurable disease. What do you say to them? Judge? I mean, you wouldn't say get well soon, right? You'd only be kicking them when they're down. What is this? What is he on about right now? What are you talking about? Actually, I'm going to visit someone who is terminally ill right after this trial. The Chief Justice's son. The Chief Justice? His son is afflicted with the most terrible disease. He doesn't have long, it seems. Oh my god, what? Can this... What? So I thought I'd go pay him a visit. I thought saying something moving might be the order of the day.
Why don't grown-ups ever just say what's on their mind instead of pretending?
That's so real, Trucy. She's looking at me with something like disgust. Hey, what are you looking at me like that for? In any case... One moment. Thank you for the hydrate. I did it while I was taking that break. I got a drink while I was taking that break.
Thank you for the hydrate.
In any case, I'm a bit busy today, so let's wrap this up quickly. Prosecutor Gavin, your opening statement, briefly. You're in luck, Herr Judge. I believe you'll be going on your hospital visit sooner than you think. First, to review the victim in this case, Romain Letus, age 35. The global manager for diva songstress La Mirar. The cause of death, blood loss due to being shot by a large caliber revolver. This reports all the details. The court accepts this into evidence. Death due to blood from a gunshot wound. Estimated time of death was 9 to 9:30 p.m. 45 caliber. That's quite large, isn't it? Yeah. Where would a 14-year-old blind boy get this gun? Is there anything else? Time elapsed between shooting and death, currently under review. Alright. A direct hit from that could knock a man off his feet. However, the bullet struck him in his shoulder. I'm trying to figure out what he was writing there. Kinda looks like it says La Mirar, to be honest. Like a little bit. Wait, but I could be wrong. Like, it looks like there's an R over there. That looks like an A. The damage to the body was slight. Death was not immediate. Sadly, his blood loss was such that he could not be saved. I suppose the victim's condition could have been much worse, considering. Crime photo added to the court record. 2 shots were fired. One shot missed. The other penetrated and passed through the victim's shoulder. Both bullets were found in the wall of the scene. Observe the diagram. Alright. This is where the bullets hit. I see. The court accepts this evidence. Diagram added to the court record. If we're talking about a 45 caliber revolver, we must assume that the killer was adept at the weapon's use.
Really?
Yeah, apparently weapons that size have a powerful kickback. If, say, the judge tried to fire one, it'd break every bone in his body. The defense will take more care in choosing examples. As I was saying, the victim was shot backstage in a dressing room. This dressing room has only one entrance, this door. That does seem to be the case, yes. However, there were witnesses who heard the gunshots.
He's talking about you and Emma, huh?
Yet when the witness entered the room, it was empty. Save for the victim's body, of course. But that's impossible. Exactly. This murder was impossible. For all but one person. One person? That is, of course, the defendant, Machi Tobai. Only this defendant could have committed the crime? But how? It's quite simple. The circumstances of the crime scene make it clear. Very well. I assume you have testimony to back up this claim. Please show the witness to the stand. Hi, Emma. Your name and profession, please. That makes no sense. If he's blind, then how can he do the impossible? Also, they keep going on about how difficult it is to shoot a 45 caliber revolver. He is a little boy. And also, how did he manage to kill the victim in only 2 shots? That's crazy. There's no way he's the killer. He shouldn't even be a suspect.
Emma Sky. I'm a detective for the police department. I was on security detail at the concert forum that night.
Emma seems tired somehow. Security at the concert, you say? Also, the gun knocked him back. There's no way he could have recovered in time to make a getaway. Some security I was. Couldn't even stop a murder. And now, don't blame yourself. Things like this happen. I've made even bigger mistakes in my career, you know? I'm sure that makes her feel much better.
I want to hear about these bigger mistakes.
In any case, because you were on security details, the crime was quickly discovered, and we were able to identify the killer. You may give the court your testimony if you would. Describe the circumstances of that day and your discovery of the crime, please.
Alright. The night of the murder, I was on security backstage at Prosecutor Gavin's request. Only people involved with the concert in some way were allowed backstage. At the beginning of the third set, I heard shots. I went back to my room, filled with blaring rock music, and found the body. I examined the scene and determined that only the defendant could have done it.
Why? It was lucky that a detective was the first on the scene.
But that door was the only way out of the room, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Then I don't get it. How can they say that Machi did it?
Looks like we need a bit more information. Okay, so, like, if we're gonna go with the, oh, he was small enough to, like, fit through that vent thing on the wall, how did he know on the ceiling, how did he know that there was a vent on the ceiling? Did somebody point it out later? Like, oh, yeah, in this exact spot on this ladder, you can go up and escape into these vents. Like, bro, like, he's blind. Like, this must have been, like, the most carefully like, it's not impossible, but it must have been, like, carefully plotted to each and every little detail to get him to do it. This is, like, the biggest stretch from the prosecution. Like, I've never seen someone more innocent. Like, looks like we need a bit more information. Like, sure, he could possibly have done it. Does it seem likely, though? Not at all. He can only do it if someone told him and helped him to feel it, etc. Like, if he had an accomplice, sure. But, like, it's crazy to think he did this all by himself. Where would he even get the gun? He is a 14-year-old small blind boy who doesn't even speak English. Very well, the defense may begin the cross-examination.
The night of the murder, I was backstage at
The night of the murder was the night of the concert, yes? That's right. What was the detective doing on security detail, might I ask? If it was only a concert. My thoughts exactly. But orders are orders, even when they come from rock gods. Prosecutor Gavin? Yes, allow me to explain. I smelled something that day. You might say, the stench of conspiracy. That day at the concert hall. Conspiracy? Well, isn't it obvious? My keys, that whole morning, no, the whole day, was ruined. And it's all because of someone stole my keys. I couldn't ride my hog to the show. I couldn't open my guitar case.
There he goes again.
Isn't it possible he simply misplaced them? Misplace them? Misplaced items don't just wander into a murder victim's own hand on their own. What's this? Prosecutor Gavin, if your keys were in the victim's hands, that makes you a prime suspect. He's like, Love, slow acting and new. Atroquinine is waiting for you.
He's singing something. Does everything with this guy have to be so over the top?
The killing happened in the middle of my concert. I was, like a sailor, adrift on a sea of sound. Anyway, I didn't want anything else stolen. So I put the detective with the most time on their hands on the task. Oh, I see. I can accept that. Well, I can't. What do you mean, time on their hands? Please, the testimony. The testimony. We were let in, though. I didn't know about that. I certainly didn't invite you. I gave the Fräulein special permission to be there. I wanted to see her again. Oh boy, did you hear that? We're officially involved now. Gee, great. Some other hangers-on tried to get backstage, but I drove them off. So no other outsiders were there then. And then... Oh. Beginning of the third set, I heard shots. I believe we were having a chat when we heard the shots. You were the one chatting. I was eating snackoos. Oh, hey! No snacking in court! And yes, sir, the shots came from Lamirar's room. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, I'm the one being cross-examined here. Here, this'll keep you quiet. Thanks. So, how about it, Emma? We were right there. Hard to be mistaken about that. Hold on, I dropped some things. Please, either talk or eat, not both at the same time. Oh my god, I'm dropping everything. Right, so after that, me and Mr. Lawyer there opened the dressing room door. I went into a room filled with blaring rock music and found the body. Rock? Blaring, yeah. When you say rock, are you referring perhaps, don't say like a stone. To this rock and roll music that's so popular these days? I thought he was gonna be like a super idiot and be like what you find in nature? But no, he actually said something not stupid for once. That's right, when we went to the dressing room, music was blaring over the speaker on the wall. They piped sound from the stage into the backstage through speakers. That way people in the back can hear what they're supposed to be when they're supposed to be on stage. Did it have to be so loud? You don't listen to the Gaviners with your ears. You feel it with your entire body and soul. I always have the backstage monitors at full volume. When we walked into that room, the band was playing Guilty Love, I believe, making it easy to determine the time of the crime. If you could hear that music playing, then everyone on stage for that song has an alibi, including myself. Anyway, I closed off the scene and started my investigation. Examined the crime scene and determined that only the defendant could have. How could you know something like that? As I said, it was clear from the circumstances. Listen, we know there was only one exit from the room. That door. The small window only opened a tiny crack. And I was standing in front of that door. So how could the killer have fled the scene? There's only one possibility. The air vent. Ah. Objection! But that air vent was too small. Oh. Who could possibly... Exactly. There's certainly no way you could get through that. Nor me. The only one who could fit through was a child. Dun dun dun. Trucy, how could you do this? A child?
Remember, access to those rooms was limited.
Only those involved with the concert were allowed. And all of the people involved with the concert. Only one is small enough to be considered a child. The actual child? The defendant? The pixie of the arpeggio flitted up towards the sky and disappeared from the scene of the crime. Objection! But that's just conjecture. Oh, there was no other way out of that room. You were there. You should know, Hair Forehead.
And there is another vital piece of evidence.
God, these people. One moment. Evidence? What?
Marks were found on the air vent grill. Traces that it had recently been opened.
Wait, what?
And something else was found, quite clearly.
The defendant, Machi Tobai's fingerprints. What? Okay. See, that's... Well, you could have stated that from the beginning. Order! That air vent was the only way out of the room. The defendant's fingerprints were found on the grill. Well, Hair Forehead, what fairy tale does this suggest to you? Only one could pass through that vent, that doorway to heaven. And that one is our pixie.
Why are you looking at me, Apollo?
Trucy, we know you didn't. Fess up.
Hey, I was out whooping it up in the audience.
So this was his decisive evidence. Quite decisive indeed. I believe that's enough of that. The prosecution has a rather convincing case. The only way in and out of the crime scene was watched, making the defendant the only one who could possibly leave the scene. Simple and decisive. I believe we've heard enough to determine our verdict. Even if I wasn't in a hurry to make a hospital visit, I'm sure the Chief Justice will appreciate the gesture. Unfortunately, we have no direct witnesses. Fortunately, the criminal left decisive evidence for us. That will have to be enough. Ugh, can't be over already. Very well. I believe this trial is finished. If the defense has no contradicting evidence, the prosecution has presented our proof. Clear and plain. Plot twist, the magician is actually two children on top of one another pretending to be an adult. If you have contradicting evidence, it better be clear and plain. I guess we'll find that out next time. Oh, it's time to go. It's time to go. Let's find someone who is like. Let's find someone. Thank you guys for showing up. It's been fun. It's been fun. Yes, I'm sending you all on your way.
Thank you guys for Oh, not sure yet if there's gonna be a stream tomorrow. Maybe. We'll see. Not sure if there'll be a stream tomorrow. I'll try to do one if I can, but no promises. Definitely no stream Saturday. Sunday night. Depends how I feel.
If I do one Sunday, it might not be Ace Attorney. But definitely back with Ace Attorney on Monday, if not. Thank you guys again for sharing.